What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. Can you say something? I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you always watch the full video. Look at the McDonald's sign in the background. Just react to a video and a guy was at McDonald's, bro.
Cops have to deal with
That's
all
crazy.
sorts of violent and horrifying criminals in their job. But what happens when it's their own children that they have to arrest?
Get in the car. You're arrested for DUI.
On the 28th of December 2022,
Dad,
a
bruh?
witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road. But the driver
you should've
was
went
the
home.
last person they expected.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is a sheriff's officer. He shot me.
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise you I did not.
No?
The very thing 21-year-old Teresa says is that
Come on, bruh. Your bumper's there. You already admitted that your dad is a sheriff. That means you know the law. You know it. Because I'm quite sure he'd be on your head about certain things. Come on, man. Come on.
her dad is an officer with the local PD, possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
You left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the traffic pole that's right
No,
there?
I did not hit the traffic pole. This part was hanging off already. I hit a deer in Pennsylvania because I go to school in.
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No, I do not smoke marijuana universally.
Universally, smoking marijuana isn't
What?
the only part of her story that doesn't make any
I've
sense.
never heard that shit.
She's saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania around 25 miles away, and it just happened to fall off right as another car identical to hers struck a traffic light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just
No.
get her out of this. At least, that's what she hopes.
I hit a deer.
You see this?
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you hit, that you knocked over.
6-7. Do you have another unit out with you?
Call my dad. He's a sheriff's
All right.
officer.
Hang out.
Over the course of just a few minutes, Teresa brings up her dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way for her to get out of this.
Nah. If I don't think these are like troopers. These don't look like sheriffs unless I'm tripping. But also, he probably could have got you out of this situation before the body cams. It's body cams now. It's certain things that the officers is not like, nah, I can't help you with that one. Nuh-uh. Certain things they will try. Hey, who wouldn't try to back their friend? There's certain things you got people got to be realistic when the cops be trying to defend their partners. You got to think about it. Wouldn't you defend your homie? Like, you gotta be realistic. Somebody be wrong. It be wrong. Don't get it twisted, but sometimes you gotta be realistic, bro. Like you call your friends out in private, not in public. Sorry, so again. Sometimes I hate it because it do be certain situations that I feel like, all right, if you see that your partner is going too far, stop them. But as a human being, also, I do see why they don't do it sometimes because and we probably all had moments where our friends probably went too far and we didn't say nothing.
But before he can come to rescue
said it's
her,
okay.
the cops are starting to zero in on what really happened and begin to get at least some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared because you maybe had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. It lights up. It's red, green, and yellow.
I hit a curb.
You hit a traffic signal.
No, I hit a curb.
Yeah, you went
How
up
you
the
hit a
You hit
curb?
the traffic signal. The traffic
Oh.
signal fell down, and you
I
left.
was texting. If you just
Okay.
call my dad, he would tell you.
Well,
You just made it work. Why would you say you texting? Stop. Yeah, this why you need your dad there so he can tell you to stop talking.
here's the thing. Your dad, the sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one short conversation, Teresa admits that she did hit something, that she's more intoxicated than they realized, and that she was texting while driving. 3
Calm down.
driving faults that can each come with their own punishment. So now that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her father, John. But it turns out he's not there to help her.
No, he can't do nothing.
Hey, John, how are you? So your daughter hit a traffic pole. Go back and check. Okay. Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on that car, there, I think it was like the front right bumper.
John explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on.
What probably happened was this: he hit a deer, it made a dent. Then she went and then this time it hit the pole and it made it come off. That's what happened.
The front right bumper, but it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out. If she wants, you to drive her home.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Let me come out there and then I'll see you guys. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad, and just 5 minutes later, he arrives at the scene to talk with the cops.
What's up? So, what she's saying, and where the damage was and everything, just doesn't really make too much sense. So, tried to get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So, for the other one, was it just the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
This piece was missing, and the scratches here,
Those were all.
that's all from a deer that she
Who's the officers? So right now, this is going to be my call. Okay. Coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's going to be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry, John Paul.
Not that I'm dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they were expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter, and get extra nervous when he asks who their supervisor is. Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks, are able to use their power to prevent their family from getting into trouble. However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he checks his text messages from her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You home 10:39. What do you think? Time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, "Dad, what the fuck do I do?"
Somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
That's about right.
When we're talking to her, she was telling us that she fell off.
I mean, lying to she knows, but I'm a cop. She knows. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even. Do you think she? I'm not. I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to be very clear about that. But she might not even look at the freaking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out, the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect.
I feel like it's like you getting too much involved, then they gonna start feeling like you're the one that's steering the investigation. And then if it goes to this, if it goes to them, no charges. They gonna find it's because of her dad.
And is a great example of proper policing. So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized. Suspicions that were only confirmed after some field sobriety tests.
And everything that happened today, right? I don't think that you were okay to safely operate the motor vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
You got everything.
Oh.
Dad!
Oh,
Where's my
that's all I was
dad?
saying.
Oh, your dad's right over here. Alright.
You stop with this shit. Get in the car.
Alright,
You're arrested for DUI. Go ahead.
Have a seat.
After being forced into the police vehicle by her own dad, Teresa was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence.
That's W dad though, bro. Because again, sometimes you need, like I said on the last video, when it comes to people like, you need something. You need, especially at her age, 21. You need that moment to where you need a life lesson, so you can wake up. It's better off that you get it while you're young, and it's better off that you get it while you're not hurt and you didn't hurt nobody. So this is a life lesson for her. So now hopefully she knows now. One, my dad is not going to save you just because he's a cop. And two, drinking and driving is not the thing to do.
Reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022, Kenneth Adams was pulled over for running a stop sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he realized.
How's it going?
Good.
I might have stop sign.
Good. So the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to complete the stop sign?
I did.
And then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn signal on.
Okay.
That's why I was surprised you were pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the
Your dad is a commissioner. I don't know what that totally entails, but that I know he ain't broke. Why are you committing burglaries? Dad, I need a loan. Shit.
vehicle.
All right, can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No.
And you're in a
what's going on?
BMW.
Seriously,
I
what's
can't
going
even
on?
You have
afford
a
a
warrant.
BMW.
How
You're-
do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court here in San Juan.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect. Because
Okay,
I've gone
well,
to
it's on
court.
our system right now.
Well, you
I'm
need
not going to
call-
argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is absurd.
Mr. Adams, you do have an active warrant for your arrest.
And, who issued the warrant, though?
The courts
The
have
court.
issued.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an active warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest. For the majority of smaller cases, the suspect is tasked with turning in the documents that prove that they've been to court and completing any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he had in fact been to court.
Issued October 13th.
For what?
It has some felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
You want to know the charges?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge, mischief,
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and
Yeah.
criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Kenneth was taken away to the station, but this is when his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car.
Why?
For a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that? Okay. That's the warrant. Okay, so it says warrant status active, offense burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle, burglary of a vehicle.
to court over that.
It's
Why
you saw the
he-
warrant right there. I showed you a warrant.
He's been charged with that.
Why is he committing all these charges, bro, at his grown ass age? Not saying it's okay, but bro, you do all that shit when you're young. Like you get that shit all out of your system when you're young. If that's what you're gonna do. Again, not saying it's okay, but bruh, doing that at like 30, 40 years old, bro? Hell no.
And he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff because he arrested my kid on a false warrant?
The warrant's right there.
Bruce is obviously trying to abuse his
Just
position
turn
and
him
influence the commissioner to try and save his son
No.
from the law. But luckily, this officer stands his ground and refuses to cave in. Eventually, though, Kenneth was released from jail, the warrant was withdrawn, and no further action was taken against Bruce. But the officers that arrested this law student weren't as lucky.
How?
I promise you, I didn't do anything.
Marion Humphrey Jr., son of retired county judge Marion Humphrey Sr., was pulled over after an officer allegedly witnessed him driving dangerously. Footage shows him swerving swerving slightly after missing his exit. Marion is lit up by the officer and pulled over. He's then told the officer witnessed him nearly wreck his car and is suspected of dangerous driving.
When did you rent the car? Yesterday. Well, you gotta take it, turn it back in a Fayetteville? Pick it up in Fayetteville?
I'm sorry, sir. This is, I'm trying to figure out that you have probable cause to stop me.
Yeah, because you're super nervous, so I'm trying to figure out why you're so nervous.
Being a law student, Marion asks if the officer has probable cause for pulling him over. The officer struggles to give a good answer before claiming Marion seems super nervous. First of all, being nervous isn't a crime, and isn't evidence towards a crime either. And secondly, Marion actually carries himself incredibly well in this situation. He complies with the officer's requests.
You know, like, that's why we say, like, when it comes to, like, police, even though, again, a lot of times they do be right. That's just be the thing about it. Like, it's because they be right so much. Like, when it comes to, like, all right, they say, like, if you make this type of movement, if you do this, if you're acting nervous, a lot of times when they had these moments, they actually be right, and then that person ends up you either got something on you, you got a warrant, you got something in the car, something. That's why they keep going with that. But also they do got to take it into consideration that sometimes, again, a lot of times we do not want to deal with you. You're an officer. You might find something that's nothing. You might make something out of nothing, or you might plant something on me, or you might just get pissed off that I know my rights, and we've seen plenty of videos of that. You know your rights too much, they get irritated because you know more than they do, and they want to control the situation. And because you know your rights, you're trying to control it, or you're controlling it, and they ain't going for that. So something like
asks why he's being pulled over and why he's being held. He even calls his dad to listen in on the entire arrest, something the officer clearly didn't like, as he then asks to search Marion's U-Haul.
If they bring a dog, is it going to hurt anything?
Yeah, no, it's not going to hurt anything. I promise you. I honestly just don't want to get shot. Yeah, that's all, and I'm sorry about that. It happens. I know it happens. Honestly, I don't want you to bring a dog because I don't think that's fair to me as a citizen, as someone who, if the only thing I did was kind of, like, I did not almost wreck my car.
If you don't want to bring a dog, just let me look in here real quick and I'll get you down the road. I don't have to bring a dog.
I just think that's so invasive of my rights, but you can look in here if you like to.
Marion does an extremely good job of eloquently showing how terrifying it can be to be stopped by the police while maintaining a calm and respectful tone with the.
That's what I be saying. Like when it come to certain situation and that person, they try to tell the officer, like, I was nervous. What you was nervous for? Officer, really? Like, just because you're not the type to do it, there are other people. That's like me, bro. Like if I go somewhere because I know it's other people who are big, who are, some might be dark, that be doing certain things. When I see somebody that look nervous, but I don't even get offended about it, bro. Like it's cool. Like, but now you're gonna see that, I'm not that person. So now let the nervousness go down.
Officer the whole time. But regardless, Marion is placed in handcuffs for over an hour while the cops search his vehicle with a dog. According to the officer, the dog smelled narcotics and alerted the officers before even entering the U-Haul.
They always
the dog
supposed to
narcotics in the vehicle, so I detained him and he's in the back car while I searched the vehicle.
But he didn't wreck his truck.
No, but he almost did, so that's probably cause of
Daddy, he's arresting me. He's arresting me.
Give me your other hand.
He's arresting me, Daddy. There's nothing in that vehicle. I promise you.
Okay, go ahead.
I didn't do anything.
Predictably, the cops find nothing in the vehicle.
See?
Marion has since opened up a lawsuit against.
That's what I said about that dog, bruh. That's what I said. Like, bro, the dog might have made like, if it didn't sit down and then like face his nose towards it, stop it. If he just it barked one time, bro, it's people driving by. He probably rolled over something.
The officers claiming they violated his
bro.
4th and 14th Amendment rights. As of this video's upload, the case is still ongoing.
He ain't finna win no money from that. And if he do, by the time he get it, he gonna be his daddy age.